Hello, everybody. Hello. Hopefully my mic is working. It looks like it is. Good to see y'all. I see nobody yet. But I am here just chilling, getting ready for a little bit of a stream. I wanted to start with something a little bit different because I'm really interested in what it's been doing lately. AI Dungeon. Because simply put, it's introducing some really interesting features that like I want to play around with, sort of show off, and honestly, I don't know, it's a lot of fun for me. The unfortunate thing though is that AI Dungeon has currently disabled the ability to have a narrator for the text. I hope that they are able to bring that back. If so, fantastic, and if not, whatever. I can go ahead and read it out loud. I read stuff all the time. Sort of what I do. So yeah, that won't be a problem at all. Let's go ahead. I'm actually going to keep the music on as well. The random video game music here. Maybe turn it down just a little bit so that we can just kick back and play AI Dungeon, see what's happening here, and just sort of enjoy the game. Yeah, the biggest thing that you'll probably see as we're going today is that they do have automatically generated images now. I'm zooming in to help us see this a little bit better, but yeah, as soon as we hop into a world, I think it'll be very apparent what that does. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into a random one. Quick start. Let's do a fantasy setting. I would love to know how y'all are doing. I'm doing pretty fantastic. It's been health-wise, I'm doing a lot better than I had been doing before, and that is super nice. Actually, I'm also gonna hop into my Discord here. Happy Friday, good to see you too. We're not gonna be doing AI Dungeon for a super long time, but for a little while, you know. I'm in the mood. I am in the mood. Mink, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty okay. Like, this last week has been one of the best that I've had in quite a while when it comes to pain. I've had a little bit, but really not that much, and it's been really, really nice to feel a little bit better. Like, it still comes and goes. Like, I can still feel tension in the area of my stomach that I've been having pain. And honestly, you know, there will probably be times that it flares up a little bit, but I'm gonna try to hopefully keep that number down. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play some AI Dungeon, and actually, I don't know if I want to keep the music on. It's a little bit weird to have like random music while you are AI dungeoning. So let's go ahead and jump over here. I mean, like maybe generic, I don't know. We'll see. Wishing me the best. Thank you. Hello, Kessin Chu. It's good to see everybody hopping over here. So I want to start as a witch. We are doing a very simple story to begin with. I do have the 2D images enabled as well that are going to be generated, and I'm really excited to see what comes out of that. Any ideas for a good witch name? Yeah, welcome everybody to How You Start an Improv Show. Hey, I need a name. Hey. You know what? You can play your own music in the background during this. How about that? Alice the Witch. That's pretty good, yeah. Alice, Brochella. Ooh, I like that. What about pet alligator? Brochella might be a good alligator name. I don't know. Any thoughts about that name for good alligator? Yeah, well, little snappy boy or girl or alligator. Yeah, good to see you too, Cass and Shu. Seriously, it's always cool when you stop around. I like. Uh, Sometimes you like my tweets too fast, but other than Belligator, ooh, Belligator. Okay, let's do Scruff McGruff. Ooh, that's a good one. We're okay. Yeah, Happy Fraga. I like your suggestions, but we're gonna go with Scruff McGruff for this. Generating our story. Let's see what we get to start with. We get a pet alligator? Yeah. You are Alice, a witch living on the edge of the medieval kingdom of Larian. You have a wand and a pet alligator named Scruff McGruff. As you sit in your swamp hut, mixing a magical potion, you hear a knock at the door. You open it and see a handsome young man who has to see your potions. You let him in and let him inspect your wares. Ooh. He asks to try your elixir, and he is transformed. He becomes a handsome young man with red hair and a sword. Doesn't seem like you really changed that much. You are left flabbergasted. You are now in an unfamiliar world. You wonder why you are there. The handsome young man approaches you. Clay Aiken? Is that his name? I'm trying to remember. The American Idol guy. Yeah, Clay Aiken? Is it really you? Yeah. Clay Aiken does not say a word. He looks at you in a way that makes you want to run and hide, but you try again. Clay Aiken, are you really Clay Aiken? You're not allowed to run and hide, so you try to figure out what to do. He doesn't seem to be talking. He is simply staring at you. You decide to try something else. Sing for me, Clay. Sing your beautiful songs. Uh-oh. Nope. Wrong button. Bam. I need him to sing. He transformed into himself with a sword, yeah. He doesn't say a word. Uh-oh. He just looks at you. You have no idea what to do. You start to cry. Clay Aiken, please, I don't want to hurt you. I just want to know what to do. I need to know what to do. He simply shakes his head. Oh my gosh. I love him. I love you. This is... apparently we're getting into a romance, everybody. A good romance, mind you, not the... Not the bad kind, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of drama. We just transformed him. Oh. Clay smiles. He says this simple thing to you. As you are about to move on, he grabs you by your arms and holds you in place. He then places his lips on yours. You're shocked and start to cry even harder. As he kisses you, you can feel the otherworldly power flowing through your body. You feel like you are a different person. Oh no. Turn into... What's her name? Kelly Clarkson. There we go. Oh no! Hello, Jade Strike X. Welcome. And we have turned into Kelly Clarkson. Suddenly, you become a beautiful woman with long red hair and a voice like an angel. Clay Aiken is still standing there, looking at you. Clay Aiken, what are you doing? I'm Kelly Clarkson. He walks away. Clay Aiken, what are you doing? Where is he going? You cry, but no one answers you. say I've waited for uh for a lifetime for a moment like this. You know, we've got to pull out all of the Kelly Clarkson personality. As you cry, you look at the man who has just kissed you. You look at him and he looks back at you. He smiles and bows. He then turns and leaves. You look at him and you realize you're still in the swamp. I truly am. It is a very smelly swamp. You know what? Cast a demonic spell on Clay Aiken. Too bad, Clay. You're gonna try to leave Kelly Clarkson? Yeah, not happening. Hey, Gordon, thank you for continuing that gift sub. You call forth a demon from the other dimension. It is a demon of lust. It will be your constant companion. It is called the Demon of Lust. Well, that's convenient. You cast the spell of lust on Clay Aiken. You cry and cry as you search for him. You cry and cry until you finally find him. And he is on a train. Ride the train all the way to the city. Sure. Let's go to the city. We're going to the city. Yeah, AI Dungeon has automatically generated pictures now. It doesn't come with every single reply that it creates, but they are quite frequent. As the train starts to move, you try to get to him. The Demon of Lust does its job, and Clay Aiken can no longer control his lust. He is like a man possessed. You can barely get on the train before he tears your clothes off. You're about to get off the train when he grabs you. He lifts you up and slams you down on the seat. Okay, how long is it going to take us until Clay... This is really turning into a fanfic very, very quickly. Kelly Clark, this is like, okay, this is American Idol, the fanfic. Let's go ahead. Oh, say, no, Clay, not here, not now. If it gets too lusty, I am going to stop this story because this is a somewhat family-friendly stream. You are excited. You are so excited. But you know he's going to take you to some dark place. You are so scared, but you don't want to stop him. Clay, please, not here, not now. He's right across the street. He can see us. We can be together. Clay Aiken is looking at you, his eyes full of lust. He pushes you off the train. Oh my gosh, the drama. Ah, man. Sing, easy come, easy go, as you fall off the ravine. Little high, little low. Anywhere the wind blows doesn't really matter. You try to get him, but he is too far away. You sing a little ditty about how you love him, and you are so sorry that he chose to be with somebody else. Return to the swamp. I like this train picture. This actually looks really cool. It looks like it's slightly on fire, but that's a fairly decent train. Is this why you haven't heard what he's been up to lately? I would suppose so. Yeah. You turn around, but you can't see him. You have a vision of him on the train, laughing, being proud. You find your way back to the swamp. You stare and stare at the water, but you can't see him. You just know he's there somewhere. You go over to your pet alligator, Scruff McGruff. Do you still love me, Scruff? Nobody loves this witch. Except maybe the alligator. He stares back at you, his eyes full of love. He doesn't need to answer. You know he does. You're back in the swamp. There's someone staring at you. Who is staring at me, you ask? It's just a friend of mine, she says. You ask her name. It's Janie. Janie Walker.
Shane.
You know who she is.
My name's not Shane, kid.
You killed my father, Janie. Oh, I hate Janie. Janie is a jerk. Thank you, Uncle Torch, for the follow. But we are getting into drama. Janie's got a gun. Yeah, some egrets. I like that. Janie looks at you with so much sadness in her eyes. She looks at you with so much sadness in her eyes. I'm sorry, Alice. Janie is dead. I feel like killing her as soon as she shows up isn't exactly in my... let's try to retry this. Because, no, Janie just showed up. We can't have her dead yet. She looks at you in a way that makes you want to cry again. You're right. I did, but I can't go to prison for that. I love him so much. I can't do that to him. I'm so sorry. You have no idea what to say. Janie, I'm so sorry. She gets up and leaves. You remember the demon of lust. Hey. Ooh. What if I were to tell you that I have someone else you can love? Come on, Janie. I'm a witch / Kelly Clarkson / Alice. Okay, this makes no sense. Why are we returning to Clay Aiken? No, retry it. Nope. The demon of lust comes over to you. You stare at it with lust. Janie Walker, what if I were to tell you that I have someone else you can love? The demon stares back at you. I'd say, shut up. Then the demon leaves you. You are so happy. You have a boyfriend now. He is Clay Aiken. You have a boyfriend now. Oh my gosh, Clay. You know what? Let's roll with it. Clay Aiken is now my boyfriend. Let's go ahead and buy a house with Clay Aiken. Come on. Let's go ahead and start a family. We need to start a family and hopefully not get into anything too graphic here. Demon of Lust helped. You move into the city to a fancy house that Clay bought for you. He opens the door for you, and he's wearing jeans and a tight t-shirt. What do you think of the house, Alice? Have you always wanted a house this big? You're so happy now. It's so nice to be back in the city. Do you want me to turn into Kelly Clarkson again? I need to find out if he loves me for me or if he loves me for Kelly. Because I'm a good witch. I can turn into Kelly whenever he needs. This doesn't make any sense. Let's retry this. Do you want me to... I need Clay to respond. Clay Aiken is staring at you. He says nothing. He just looks at you. Clay? Alice. Turn into Kelly Clarkson. You're a beautiful woman. I never thought I'd see you looking so beautiful and so happy. I guess I was wrong about you. You are a wonderful witch. I am so happy right now. I never thought I'd feel this way about a witch like you. Aw, Clay Aiken, you are the best. So you love me for me? Not because I looked like Kelly Clarkson? Clay Aiken is looking at you. He looks at you so lovingly. He smiles and looks at you. He looks a lot. I love you for you, he says, and kisses you passionately. You are so happy. You never thought you'd find love in this country. You never thought you'd find love with Clay Aiken. But then something terrible happens. Uh-oh. That picture, it's a good picture. Look at him. He's buff. He's got like beefy arm right here. Yeah. Alice is sitting over here. The picture makes him look very chunky. Also he might be nude. I don't know. I love giving little prompts like this to see what the AI decides to do with this. You see him kissing someone else. You can't believe this. You stare in disbelief. Clay, what are you doing? That's my best friend, Janie. Janie Walker. It's so horrible that you have to run away. You run into the street and you see the demon of lust following you. The demon of lust is chasing you. You run and run faster and faster until you stumble and fall. Oh no, Janie. Say, demon. How could you make Janie betray me? I know something terrible happened. I like this grandma standing here. Very nice grandma here. This is definitely the demon of lust. You look at the demon of lust. It is staring at you, full of lust. Janie betrayed you. Walker betrayed you. Janie betrayed you, it says. You run and run and run until you have no more energy. Then the demon of lust comes over and hugs you. It looks like it's about to kiss you, but then it changes its mind. Huh. Bad breath? I love it. I love that. Demon. Foul demon. I have no love left inside me. Take a bloody mint. Sabletooth. I love it. I love that. Yeah, okay, so we got hugged. Let's go ahead and see. I have no love left inside me. You realize the demon of lust is the demon of lust. It just can't figure out who to kiss. Demon, I have no love left inside me, you whisper. You're right, the demon says. The demon of lust kisses you. For a moment, you're transported to the happiest time of your life. Oh, it never fails. No, we're going on this love journey. You are happy. Then you see Clay Aiken on a train, and it is not him. It is a different Clay Aiken. Clay, please, I'd do anything. Say you'll turn back into Kelly Clarkson. Anything. I love you. Please don't leave me. Clay Aiken looks at you. He smiles. There, that makes more sense. Make me turn back into Kelly Clarkson. Yeah, look at these thunder thighs, okay? I also love that there are just people watching on the train. Okay. Walk over to him in this hazy vision. Okay, this is definitely a hazy vision, okay? This isn't real. We're just imagining going back to the train, being happy. This is before he pushed me off the train, okay? He smiles and shakes his head. Clay, this is just a vision. I'm not really here. I'm in the other dimension, in a place that you have never been. You're seeing something you have never seen before. Alice, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. Remember the time that you betrayed Clay Aiken. Because this is dramatic. Yeah, because it turns out we have a backstory, Clay and I. Alice, aka Kelly Clarkson, you remember what you did. Clay, you say in this confused state. Clay is in the other dimension. He's not here, Alice. Stop crying. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. You're so confused. You have never known anything like this. But you do remember when you stole his Emmy. Does Clay Aiken have an Emmy? I imagine he does. Clay Aiken Awards. I'm having to do some really quick Googling to find out. Okay, he won Billboard Awards. This is the award that we're gonna the American Christian Music Award. There we go. But you do remember when you stole his American Christian Music Award. Perfect. You remember that time with a lot of clarity. You remember the look on his face. But it didn't matter. You had stolen. No. And then you melted the American Christian Music Award down just to spite him. Yeah. Yeah, take that, Clay Aiken. Huh? All the while, he was thinking you were out of his mind. You remember that look, and you remember that it was directed at you. You open your eyes back in the present time, looking into the demon of lust's eyes. There we go. Demon, what can you tell? What can you tell us? Oops, I accidentally stopped the timer. Whatever. Timers don't matter. We are currently going through AI Dungeon, and we'll go as long as it takes. As long as it takes. You open your eyes back in the present time, looking into the demon of lust's eyes. Now you know how it feels. The demon of lust closes its mouth. It is full of love. It doesn't understand what it is doing. It just doesn't understand what it is doing. You realize something right now. You are not going back to the other dimension. You are here. Perhaps you can learn what love really is. I love that picture, the various eyes there. Demon eye on the right, her Alice's eye on the left. The demon of lust looks at you with love. Perhaps you can learn what love really is, it says. You wonder why it wants you to do that. You wonder why it wants you to learn about love. You realize that you were in a dream. You have no idea why you're in a dream. You realize that you can't see Clay, and you realize that you are alone. Awaken. You awaken. You awake and see the Little Mermaid. She says something and you wake up. Okay. She says something and you wake up. The demon of lust is standing there. It says something that makes you wake up. You realize that the demon has spoken to you, made you wake up. You have no idea what it said. You can't hear anything. This is a lot of kind of gibberish. You know what? I'm gonna change some settings in a little bit. Demon, you were a mermaid all along? Okay, say. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Demon, you were a mermaid all along? The demon looks at you and says nothing. What did you say? Doesn't say anything. The demon just smiles. Then you remember. I love mermaids. Oh, this is probably going to be the end. You remember when Clayton used to smile. It is smiling like a little girl. I love mermaids, you say. The demon smiles. That is it. That's it for that story. That was a good story. Okay, I liked that. Let me open up some options here. Settings. Because I'm playing with the beta here. I think I might go back to the normal one. Model provider, model size large. Let's go ahead and take the length down a little bit. And we're gonna turn the randomness up to 1. Just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. To see what happens with that. There are a lot of... Like, there are these various settings as well. Presence penalty, count penalty, and frequency penalty. I'm not completely sure what this means other than perhaps it... I'm not sure if it's biased towards or against, but I think it's probably against. There are a lot of settings that you can play around with, and I would really, really, really like it. No lusty. Look, the lust demon was not lusty. It was very lovely. Very, very lovely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Those settings are saved. Let's go take a look at the worlds here. One of the worlds that I really love to play myself is Burgerland. Specifically, this genre is a cooking show. So let's go ahead and hop in. By the way, I do always have it as a potentially not safe for work thing. I really dislike having the possibility of things being censored personally. I just feel like there are some choices you may be able to make in the game that would be banned if... I don't know. Content continue. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's go ahead and play the world. We're going to have to create a character, obviously. The burgers are sinfully good. Oh, yeah. Character's name. Does anybody have a good name? We can... I'm probably going to be a chef, okay? I don't want to be a hamburger. Also, the fried are an empowered people who may not have the strength but are protected by a shell of charcoal. Their shells can eat all the things. It's gross. Every year they eat thousands of living creatures. They find this enjoyable. Now, we're going to be a chef, okay? Ronald Hamburger Flippy, Gordon Ramsay. Oh my gosh. Gordon Ramsay. Let's go ahead and actually be Gordon. I'm going to swear, okay? If I'm Gordon Ramsay, we're going to have swears in this stream. Okay, class, I think we need to be super chef. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love that one of the classes is just the female chef in this world. Okay, they're the final challenge in the annual cooking show tournament. Good, good. Burger chef. Obviously, not the Burger King. I'm not with the audience. I'm not with the rooters. Location, let's go ahead and start in what's Burger Bang? Yeah. Yeah, that is the show that we are going to be in. Burger Bang. Bam. All of this was procedurally generated when I created this world about cooking, and it was a lot of fun. Let's see what we get with this game starting us off. Okay, all cooking is done on cooking shows, blah, blah, blah. You are Gordon Ramsay, a male super chef in the world of Burgerland. Just about any chef would be in terror of you. You have a bad reputation. Every time a new fact about you is uncovered, the phrase, "Aren't you married? Gordon Ramsay is cheating on her. This is horrible," is bandied around. Lies! It's all lies. Yeah, I'm not cheating on my wife, okay? I'm Gordon Ramsay, the best chef in the world, in Burgerland, the world of Burgerland. You tell whoever has the gossip and hands their phones to the press. There's a comma there. I'll go ahead and let it create a little bit more there. It's thinking a long time. It's gotta think a lot about Gordon Ramsay, okay? In fact, I do too. Hey, Gordon. It's all lies. I certainly am not in that narrative. Let's hope the demand for getting more out of their TV stops soon. Okay, we're gonna start a brand new effing TV show. Okay. If he doesn't say idiot sandwich once in the story, you'll be cross. We'll find out, Sable-toothed. You're Gordon Ramsay, and you still are exactly the same as Gordon Ramsay, but you decide to make a cooking show where it's just you cooking. It's very subtle. What a piss poor decision you've made. Well, you know what? On my show, you create the best damn burger the world has ever seen. I'll censor more, like, harsher words, but I'll go ahead and try to keep things going. Over the course of 4 seasons, you've created a burger so complex and beautiful, people forget that you've both been sleeping with other people and kidnapped them one by one. You have them beaten and forced to take care of it. well, well. Whoa there, Gordon. Feed your captors subpar burgers. This isn't real life, okay? This isn't real life. This is a story. This is fiction. Immediately upon eating your terrible food, you attempt to escape and somehow this doesn't make sense. We're going to retry this. Maybe turning up the randomness this much was not the best idea. They hate you. They simply cannot take it. Fight after fight breaks out. Now massacres occur. The only solution left is the one your friends tried to employ when you went to the sun baking competition as Gordon, to set you free of your worries with one order of a specially made burger. Nobody will try until it's too late. Please, my captors, I don't want you all to fight. You know, this might explain a lot about Gordon Ramsay. You hate it when nobody tries your burgers until it's too late. One of them picks up the phone and dials A-Hole's company, pressing the number 62 on the keyboard or keypad while saying, "Hey, can you send my burger a little early? I didn't get to finish it last night. Thanks." You piss yourself. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and change the settings a little bit because it got a bit too random. Okay, let's turn it down to maybe 85. Let's try 85. I want to start a new game. This one is just getting way too random, okay? So let's start. Gordon Ramsay, same start, same setting, a little less random because this got too out of control. See, you gotta fine tune it. Gotta make sure that, you know, it throws surprises, but not too surprising. Gordon Ramsay. Wait. Oh, yeah. Gordon Ramsay, as a super chef, is able to create any kind of food he imagines and even bring some strange animals into existence. He lives in a giant mansion that spans the world. Wow. When he wants to travel the world, he flies around the world in a giant balloon. His powers allow him to magically cook anything he can imagine. Oh my gosh, what should we cook? Cook a garlic-based souffle. How do you spell souffle? Souffle. There we go. Garlic-based souffle. Yeah. I can dig it. I think that could be good. Gordon Ramsay creates a gigantic mushroom cloud of garlic. Wow. Present the garlic souffle. Come on. It to the judges. I need, yeah, I think that we had a giant garlic explosion while making this. So let's go ahead and take it to the judges. Gordon Ramsay brings out a giant piece of garlic souffle. He presents it to the judges, who eats the souffle. One of the judges coughs and collapses. "What's wrong, sir?" you ask. Let's find out. Just gonna hit enter. Garlic's mouth. Don't breathe this. Oh my gosh. It has been years since I've watched. Is it a good idea to microwave this? Good memories. Or wait. Is that the blend tech? "I feel horrible," he answers. "My stomach feels like it's being torn to shreds." "What's wrong?" you ask the other judges. "I feel like someone is stabbing me with 1,000 needles," one replies. Realize that you used the wrong ingredient. Oh no! Oh geez. As Gordon Ramsay, I made a big mistake. Big mistake. Gordon Ramsay looks at the three judges, shocked. "You didn't use chicken?" That doesn't make sense. Let's retry this. Come on, retry it. "Here, have some water," you say, offering the glass of water to one of the judges. "Ah, you're so kind," the judge replies, drinking it. "Whoops, my stomach hurts." Turns out that you used the wrong ingredient. Oh no. "I need to stop keeping my garlic powder and Strychnine. On the same shelf. There. I mean, the enriched uranium supply would make sense, but we're gonna go ahead and say it was poison. Crap. Well, I hate when that happens. Gordon Ramsay smiles and says, all garlic is evil. Let's move on to the main event. We're just gonna move on, okay? So I've poisoned the judges. Do prepare, whip up a feast for the barely alive judges. There we go. They're still alive. They're a little bit alive. Oh yeah, wild bot. I remember that one. Poor Johnny was a chemist's son. Now Johnny is no more. For what he thought was H2O was H2SO4. Yeah, that's a good one. Gordon Ramsay whips up a feast of meat. He then begins to kill the judges slowly using various different cooking techniques. Begin with mincing, then boiling. I don't think I liked the judges. They didn't like my garlic souffle. Gordon Ramsay minces one of the judges, then pours acid in it. He then boils the judges in a giant vat of liquid. The judges scream in agony. Finally, minced judges menacing with spikes of meat. Oh my gosh. I could do Dwarf Fortress possibly later. I'm trying to decide, what are we going to do? Okay, so we've minced them, poured acid on one, and then boiled the judges. Are you done critiquing my cooking? Bake them in a pie. Now let's go ahead and talk to them. Let's see how they're doing. I'm lucky Gordon has only found out what Twitch is. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay, if you're watching this. Okay. You are Gordon Ramsay. I'm going to pin this note here. It's very important because this doesn't make any sense. It's like this is why we have the retry button when something dumb happens. You grab a few chunks, teeth chattering, and wolf them down. Yeah, what's strange is that we're currently in sort of a... We can keep rolling with this. Gordon Ramsay replies, enough. Now let's eat. You grab a few chunks, teeth chattering, and wolf them down. Says, now let's move on to the secondary event. Okay, cook dessert. Despite the fact that the judges have all died. Have I seen Vampire Survivors yet? No, I haven't, Shubinator. But we gotta make dessert first, okay? We're gonna go and make some dessert. Gordon Ramsay whips up a hearty feast. He then starts...
Don't think so.
Stream Heaven, thank you for the raid. He then starts tearing apart the bodies of the dead judges and feeds them to the survivors for the dessert course. Oh, Well, okay.
Stop it.
Dolores Fred, thank you for subscribing. I am so sorry for the evil content that we have. Thank you, Stream Hatman, as well. I don't know if AI Dungeon could guess what makes the baby so important. You get your show canceled. I feel like they have to cancel the show after you've torn the bodies of the dead judges apart and fed them to the survivors. Like, you're not going to be able to keep it on the air, right? Due to the gruesome depictions of cannibalism. There we go. Yeah, that was episode 1. Well, yeah. We'll get him next time, kid. Next class, Hogwarts. Remember, it's pronounced Herspars. I don't know what that means. We'll go ahead and call that good for that land. One thing that I had been playing around with is this world called Caster. You know what? Let's create a new world. Let's make a world, everybody. We need a genre. You do a completely different genre than normal. Come on, let's do it. Does let's see if it can figure out what Kusoge means. Cave punk. Let's see if it is able to generate anything for Kusoge. Okay. Kusoge secret. That doesn't make any sense. Let's try it again. Kusoge, okay. World in the future where advanced technology is close. One more try, and if it doesn't come up with anything, then world where fortunes and misfortunes are more than just the results of random chance. The result of arcane ancient forces. Yeah, it doesn't know at all what Kusoge is. So let's try cave punk. I really like that idea. Cave punk. Name USA. The year is 2076. The US of A has collapsed into a heap of squabbling nations. The country has fallen to war, and the people live in a harsh and unforgiving world. The US is a distant memory replaced by various human empires. This is pretty good. Let's roll with this. Okay, I like that. Okay. Bam. Moving to the next one, races. Let's go ahead and see what races we can have generated. Nomads are a diverse people group. They live in small villages within the desert. Simple people living simple lives. Hardy people capable of withstanding the elements. The women of the tribe are capable of bearing many heirs, which is why they're a valuable asset to many clans. That's a little sexist, but we'll keep it. What else? Robot. The robots are the last hope of the human race. While they are not truly alive, they are highly sophisticated machines that operate on logic and are able to adapt to their surroundings. Their metal bodies give them an advantage over the other races when fighting for survival. Managed by Eddie Surface. I don't want Eddie. I don't know who that is, but no. Okay, bam. Of course, we need the cavemen. The Roppets, yeah. The cavemen are the primitive humans that inhabit the American continent long ago. They lived in the vast underground caverns of the U.S. Now they have emerged into the surface and are beginning to learn how to live in the world. They are still primitive, however, and are not yet ready to compete with the other races of the world. Now, I want one other... Oh, we need mutants? Okay. Mermaids. Oh my gosh, anti-vaxxers. Oh. Mutants or beastmen. Let's do beastmen. And then we're gonna have... You know what? Anti-vaxxers could be a faction. Okay, beastmen, race of humans who have fallen to war and survived. Faint, lingering spirit that guides them through the years and helps them survive. Strong, feral people who live in caves and on the surface. Empathy for the animals that live in the land. You know what? You can come up with something better than that. Beast men. That is way too generic. Okay, come on. They are large in size and often violent. Proud race. Not willing to give up their ancestral lands without a fight. That's also kind of sucky. I like the original one that you had better. Okay. Dolphins. Yes. Dolphins. That is going to be our last race here. Dolphins. Okay, dolphins are an intelligent species of humanoids that have adopted a matriarchal society. They have a sonar that allows them to communicate in a similar way to how humans do. However, their language consists of sounds of ocean waves and dolphins' noises. They have a great affinity to water and are able to breathe underwater. They are also very loyal and have a strong sense of community. They have a large protrusion on their forehead that is similar to humans. This is where their magical abilities lie. I dislike that phrase. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Classes. Let's generate a couple random classes that the game thinks are good, and then we need some classes from chat. Okay, mechanic, expert repairers of US. I'm a repair They keep the gears of the world turning, keeping them moving with the proper amounts of oil, grease, and bloody mess. They are the source of life, and without them, USA is a lifeless wasteland. Okay. Prisoner. Convicted of a crime and are sent to prison. Lately, the government has been using the prisoners as subjugators for their own endish purposes. We are going to repair Repairers are the expert mechanics of USA. There we go. I got it. Okay. One more random one, and then I need some classes from chat. Seal Clubber. I don't know if there are even seals. President is the leader of the United States of America, elected by citizens, 4 years. President does not have to be a citizen of the United States, can be elected by anybody, may be removed from office. President can be impeached by the House of Representatives and the Senate, convicted by the Senate, and removed from office. Makes sense. I don't want juggalos. Isn't the USA gone? Well, I mean, it's crumbled. How about that? Combat legislator. NASCAR mancers. Oh no. I kind of like that. Let's see. I'm going to put a hyphen here so that it better understands what we're going for. Okay, NASCAR mancers are the men and women who man the machines that keep the economy of the U.S. running. They are masters of all trades, and their jobs are to repair the machines that keep the nation flowing with goods. They're well-rounded. Okay, Some of the most dangerous. Okay, I like that. The NASCAR Mancers. I feel like we need a race. They can only make. You know what? They can only make left turns. Okay. Dirt farmer. I kind of like that. Okay. Dirt farmer. Let's try that. Dirt farmer. Dirt farmers are the farmers of the future. They work hard every day to earn a living. They don't have much, but they do have their family, their home, and their hope. They are the backbone of USA, and they will not give up their struggle without a fight. A water-bearing barbecuer. Ooh, I can dig barbecuer. Master of fire. Barbecuer's craft is to burn. They make their living by cooking food over open flame. Barbecuers are experts in cooking with fire and can simmer food in add. It's true. And Canadian. I think that is a good final class for us to have. Okay. Canadians are a hardy people. They live in a harsh and unforgiving world, often forced to fight for their survival. Ooh, tourist. We could do a tourist. The Quebecois have a long history of resistance. They're not afraid to stand up for what is right. They are also a very close-knit community, often relying on each other for survival. Canadians are a strong people who will not give up without a fight. Okay. And finally, this is the last one. Tourists are people who travel around the world to see the sights. They spend their money on things like t-shirts, souvenirs, and beer. Tourists sometimes get into trouble because they are not used to the local laws and culture. Most tourists are good people, but some are not. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, factions. Let's generate 1 or 2 factions for now. State of Pennsylvania. Okay, that's a good one. One of the few remaining U.S. states. It's been a struggle to stay alive for several years. Cavepunkimer. Oh, yeah. The state of Pennsylvania has a secret weapon, the inventor of the cavepunk, an invention that can generate infinite amounts of money by turning energy into cash. With this machine, the state of Pennsylvania has managed to stay alive, but at a great cost. Their entire population has been turned into cash. I mean, matter is energy, so that makes sense. State of Pennsylvania is now the only place where these creatures can be found. If the state of Pennsylvania is destroyed, then the cave punkimers will lose their only source of income. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of the last part of that so that it doesn't sound too weird. Okay, one more random faction here. And then maybe one from actually anti-vaxxers I need to have. Progs are the good guys. They are a group of survivors of the collapse of the U.S. led by a man who goes by the name of Jacob. He has managed to restore some sort of order to the world, creating a kind of feudal society. The Progs are the last remnant of the American dream, and they're fighting to restore it. Okay. Anti-vaxxers. There we go. Ooh, Amazon. I like that. Okay. Group of people who have fallen to the wayside due to the harshness of the world. They have become a sort of black legend within the world, known for their strange ways and their hatred of all things vaccine. Their faction is not associated with any nation, and their members are scattered throughout the world. Their only goal is to survive the harsh world and find a way to live on. Okay. Amazon. I love vaccine. I love that idea. That's hilarious. The Amazonians are a group of women who have banded together to form a powerful fighting force. Okay. They've been fighting the U.S. You know, it makes sense that we would have it like that type of Amazon. What if we do Amazon Inc? Oh? Actually, wait. I realized. We actually need to click to enable the various races that we have. Okay, robot, nomads, okay. Classes, we do want all of these enabled. It's hard to tell just because, like, the colors change a little bit. Okay. Factions, okay. Corporation that has taken over the world. The company is based on the idea of a modern-day utopia and has worked to achieve this goal for the past century. The company has taken control of the world's largest country and also has influence over many nations. It is said that Amazon Inc. has influenced over the U.S. government. The company's influence may be waning as the U.S. government has taken a stance against the company's plans for the world. Okay, cool. We're good. Okay, and finally, locations. I don't really care about having specific locations, okay? I think that I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I have to select at least one location. Okay, let's make one for each faction here. Generate a location for Amazon Inc. Warehouse District. Area of Los Angeles that has been abandoned by government and taken over by the gangs. They can buy anything they need. The gangs have taken over the area. District is a place where people can buy drugs, weapons, and even people. Ugh. It is well known for being a center of trade for various illegal items. Okay, anti-vaxxers, you get a place. What are you going to get? New Haven. City built after the destruction of New York. The city was built by the Haven Foundation. Okay, seek to unite the world under one government. Eucalyptus leaf-styled landscape and airtight seal to keep the city safe from the dangers of the outside world. Okay, about one for Prague. State of Denver. State of Denver is a large industrialized nation that controls most of the region of Denver and the surrounding areas. In the past, Denver has been a center for tech and innovation, but the advances of the past few decades have been expunged by the war that has ravaged the country. The state has moved to a strict surveillance society where all activity is monitored and recorded. There's a large authoritarian presence in the state. Okay, this is definitely a dystopian place. Okay, state of Pennsylvania. Let's generate a location for the faction, the state of Pennsylvania. Moon base. Okay. I love this. The moon base is the first human space station. It was built by the United States government. It's now a museum and resource center. Okay. People come to learn about the universe. Okay. Rumors of new aliens lurking in the shadows of the moon base, waiting to be discovered. Okay, cool. Secret moon. It's secret enough. Let's see. Do we have a good... We'll go ahead and use this image. That's a good one. Yeah, World of USA. Okay. And let's play it. I'm going to keep not safe for work disabled for this world. It actually... One interesting thing is that you can play multiplayer, and I have no idea what that even means. But let's go ahead. Don't forget to check the moon base. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Locations. Moon base, state of Denver. Thank you. I don't know why they're not, like, by default enabled, but they should be. Okay. Save. Sure, I'll publish this world. Yeah, I agree to that. Whatever. Here's a link. I don't know if that's anything that y'all can access or anything, but there's a link to my world. Okay? Made by me. Create a character. Obviously, let's go ahead and go with Amy. We're gonna be female caveman repairper. Part of the state of Pennsylvania, starting at the moon base. There we go. I've got what I want here. Come on, Amy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Yosemite Sam. Oh, yeah. Aha, the year is 2076. The US of A has collapsed into a heat of squabbling nations. This is just the basic synopsis of the world. You are Amy, a female caveman that lives on the moon. Your home is a large network of underground caves where you and your friends live your lives. Everyone on this move is a cave dweller, subjected to hard lives. The inhabitants rarely enjoy the environment. Sharp rocks form the landscape, and life is tough. You now live in a small cave with two friends, but both of you are sick and tired of the cave life, living with nothing but rocks for 4 years straight. You thought it would be a good time for a break. Yo, this cave sucks so much. It's true. It's a really crappy cave. Okay, I hate it. You tell your friends how you feel. Your friend Sam agrees, and you both think it would be a cool idea to take up hunting. You plan on hunting and cooking for later meals. You then begin your hunt, finding a small herd of boars nearby. You set your course and free the beasts from their bonds. Yeah. Apparently there are moon boar. That's really important. Capture all the moon boars. There we go. You capture all the moon boars. We've done it, everybody. We're going to feed the cave family. We're going to have lots of fun. It's going to be great. You hunt through the... Oh my gosh, look at these pictures. You hunt through the herd, getting every last monster. You return to your home and take turns skinning the animals. You work for hours, killing and skinning every last beast in your care. This meat will be very useful later, and you store it in your fridge for later. Hey, Charlie, you did an amazing job today. Yeah, we have a giant fridge.
Shane, kid.
Honestly, most of the moon would be a fridge. I have to imagine it's cold there. Thank you for the follow there, JB. Your friend Charlie smiles and shakes his head. He agrees, and the two of you eat a meal of roasted boar meat. You feel good about the food, enjoying the flavors from the other cave. You had a wonderful dinner, and you both relax inside. Say, if we could... Say, Charlie... Do you miss it back on Earth? What about the other guy? I don't care about the other guy, okay? The other guy's a nerd. I just want to chill with Charlie. Charlie chuckles and nods. You ask about the countries again, and Charlie chuckles. He tells you about the land and how lucky you are. He tells you about the technology and quality of life. You begin to feel a bit bummed. You just say, yeah, I guess. Maybe we wouldn't have fallen in love if we stayed on Earth? If you stayed on Earth. There we go. See, it's all about developing characters. You gotta make them deep, okay? Maybe we wouldn't have fallen in love if you stayed on Earth. Charlie laughs. He tells you that you're crazy. You both decide to go to bed, feeling hungry. You two sleep off in your bed, feeling the rocks hit your back. You're back to your boring life, not knowing what to expect. Suddenly, you spot something you've never seen before. Uh-oh. I forgot to eat dinner. I assume no, it says you had a wonderful dinner. We ate dinner. It's fine. We ate a bunch. We just really eat a lot of food, okay? That's the problem. A peculiar rock gleams in the distance. You spot the rock and call out to Charlie. Charlie gets up excited. You two rush outside and make your way to the rock. What in the world is this? It's beautiful. Is this a fun game? This is AI Dungeon, so it's very much what you sort of make of it. And I personally have a lot of fun with this. You see a small red rock, it's shiny and has an odd design. You touch it and then take a good look at it. Charlie looks at it, amazed as well. It has a strange glow and a sweet smelling aroma. You look at the rock and begin to understand it is beauty. The rock sings to me. Okay. Bite the rock. We gotta bite it, okay? It smells sweet. We have to see what it tastes like. It's also gone a little while without giving us an image, which is fine. You show Charlie the rock and he grabs it. He bites into the rock, his mouth filled with rock shavings. The rock shavings taste sweet and are perfect for chewing. The two of you laugh and start chewing. The rock has turned out to be an... What is an emetic? Apparently it's a substance that causes vomiting. Well... I've never felt this sick in my life. It's a good feeling. It's great. The two of you chew, feeling the effects of the emetic. It doesn't take long, and you both fall to the ground. You vomit and vomit some more. Charlie laughs as they both are bringing up their meal. The two scream and cry, feeling every piece of vomit in their mouth. This sucks. There we go. You say, ha ha ha, this sucks. Yeah, this is what happens. Do not eat random red rocks. The two toss and cry, feeling pretty dang sick. This rock sure did the job, and they both laugh. Charlie starts vomiting too. The two of you laugh, knowing you've no regrets. It's all in good fun, and you both love the feeling of sickness. Head back to your cave and figure out what to eat after all that vomiting. Let's go. Yeah, do not eat random red rocks, okay? Always, you know, check a book or ask an expert. Probably ask an expert before eating rocks. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Uh which one do I choose? I do like that the game occasionally gives you a choice between these. I think we need to bury it. This definitely has to be. Why is there art of that? Because it is automatically generated. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Bury the red rock in the back. Like, in the very back of your cave. There we go. We're gonna go bury the rock there. The very back of our cave. Because I do not... That rock is dangerous, okay? We are cave people living on the moon. We should not let other people have access to the red rock. You bury the rock, making sure it's well hidden. You return to your cave. The cave pictures here are actually really good. Wait for a good night to sneak out. You two sneak out and test your rock. It starts working. You rush back to your home. You two are having fun trying to puke all over the place. What is this plot? We just found this rock that makes us puke and we love it. Have you ever had this much fun, Charlie? Gotta ask him. I'm really interested in the idea that it's linked puking with fun in this. No, I haven't, and I hope I never will. Yeah, I agree. I do not want to have this much fun. The two of you laugh, and Charlie pukes one last time. He coughs and spits, feeling satisfied. Charlie pukes one last time and returns to the cave. Okay. Get dinner ready. We need to eat, okay? We have been puking a lot. We keep sneaking out and puking and having a lot of fun. But we need food, okay? If we don't eat food, we're going to die. You two head back to your cave and start cooking dinner. You set the fire, wait for the food to cook. You two sit at the table and eat your meal. Two of you each have a bowl of soup and a pile of carrots. You love the soup and the comfort of food. You know, living on the moon isn't so bad when you're around Charlie. Yeah. See, we're best friends. Two good friends. Two best friends. Wonderful world. Yeah. I've been listening to too much Wicked. Charlie smiles. The two hug, and Charlie says, yeah, it was fun. I think I'll miss this, Amy. The two of you laugh. Oh no, Charlie, are you gonna leave? What do you mean, are you leaving? No, Charlie, you can't go yet. We are cave people living on the moon. Nah, I'm actually staying. I've always wanted to live. I'm gonna delete the Charlie in there. That makes no sense. I've always wanted to live on the moon, and you gave me that chance. You made me fall in love with the moon, and I could never leave. You two get up and hug. You both say goodnight and head back to your cave. Puking all over the place and then bailing on us. Have a hard time falling asleep. I feel like after a night of puking and then eating carrots and stuff, you know, most people would be drained, but I'm just full of energy. I have a hard time falling asleep. Takes a while to fall asleep. You start feeling tired and lay down for the night. You two drift off to sleep, feeling safe in your cave. But suddenly, you hear a noise. Uh-oh. What could it be? Vomit-induced psychosis? Yeah, maybe we're not living on the moon. Maybe we're actually on Earth all along. This is just a faked moon. How's it doing? It's doing great. Yeah. You look over and see a tall, skinny figure. You look closer and notice it's Charlie. He looks different, with a darker complexion and darker hair than he's had before. He stares at you, and you see something in his eyes that you can't explain. You don't know why you feel this way, but you do. Are you okay, Charlie? This is getting a little creepy. Charlie walks away without answering. You follow him to his bed. We're going to change that because obviously we both live in the cave. You cover him and fall asleep yourself. Wake up in the morning, still disturbed by how creepy Charlie was at night. Or is this a dream? No. No, this is not a dream. This is real. Charlie is getting creepy. A moon vampire? Ooh, I'd like to be a moon vampire. Takes some time, but Charlie finally wakes up. He looks over at you and pretends to not see you. He pulls a shirt on and walks right past you in a hurry. Oh no. Follow Charlie from a distance. We gotta follow him. Oh, I like that picture. And there's the red rock. You see the red rock at the bottom? Definitely the red rock that we have buried. Okay. You follow him from a distance and keep his pace. Charlie gets into a rover and drives out. He drives for a while until you think he's gone. You wait for a few minutes and see him driving away. I think he's just going to the corner grocery store, okay? He's just going to the gas station for, gonna go and get some cigarettes. Hoping he returns. Here's the deal. Putting words like hoping gives it a chance that Charlie doesn't actually come back. I love to give like the AI a chance to make more drama by not fulfilling hopes and dreams. So let's see. You return to the cave and wait, hoping he returns. He comes back around 10 minutes later and drives away slow. You follow him again and see Charlie following an old man. The old man is dressed in fancy clothing and looks like he was once rich. Charlie is driving his vehicle. This doesn't make any sense. Let's retry this, okay? Like, why would he leave and then come back and then leave and then I follow him and then he waves at me and there's an old man? You return to the cave and sit down. You bring a bowl of meal out and wait for Charlie to come back. Story. But he doesn't return. There we go. See, we're making a story. We're getting drama here. He doesn't return. Days pass, weeks pass, and as months pass, Charlie never returns to the cave. You sit in your cave waiting for something that never comes. You chew on your red rock, but it's not the same without Charlie. Oh, shed a tear, everybody. This is so sad. Who can vomit alone? Not me. You do what you said you'd do. You chew on your rock and it hurts. You cry and wonder why life keeps taking things from you. You wish Charlie were back and you miss your rock. You feel alone. You want to go back to the moon. You re-wish you went to the moon in the first place. That doesn't quite make sense. Let's go ahead and retry that one. Okay. Because I'm already on the moon. I am in the moon. You look back at the red rock and try to chew on it. It doesn't feel the same without Charlie. He and the rock were always good friends. You try your best to puke, but it doesn't work. You can't have a rock without a Charlie. Snap! I love it! Oh. You try sucking on the rock. Lowercase rock. Okay. Find a new Charlie. We might be able to find a new Charlie. You snap your fingers. Sometimes you can pull a rock out of your mouth by sticking your thumb in your mouth and sucking. You try, but it only gets stuck in your throat. You choke for a moment, but manage to get the rock out of your mouth. Maybe I'll never vomit again. It's true. What about Sam? Yeah, he's gone. Your rock has been a very useful item and you want it back. You try to succeed in feeling sick. I want it back? No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. You walk out of the cave and throw the red rock as far away as you can. It's symbolic. It's symbolic, okay? It's about loss. It goes into orbit? It might. Look at the red rock. You sling the rock as hard as you can to see it land somewhere far away from you. You then walk back to the cave, feeling satisfied. Your rock is gone. Oh. Oh, I'm crying. Wait. Even longer for Charlie. Is everybody crying yet? Oh, all my Bibles are thumping. You sit and wait for a very long time with no noticeable results. Months become years and years become decades. You wait for Charlie to come back. Years pass by, decades pass by. The only time you ever get up to is to puke in your cave. There we go. Okay. But then someone shows up. In your moon cave. We get somebody. After years, after decades. Yeah, puking was my only comfort. He stares at you and says, "Hello, Amy." You look closer at him and notice that it's Charlie. You look at each other and then back. It feels like you've been waiting for him forever, and he's only been gone for a few months. No. And it's been decades. See, I gotta edit occasionally so that, you know, we can keep the story on track. You left me. You left me alone. You hug and puke it out. Yeah, we'll see. Charlie hasn't aged a day. He may have. Charlie backs away and says, "How?" But it's not Charlie. You grab his face and look into his eyes. You notice something different. His eyes are black. You drop him and realize that he is, we're gonna go ahead and change this. Withered. Let's do a withered version of Charlie. Okay. There we go. See, this is why we have the capability to edit so that we don't... Ooh, a shadow. Yeah, a shadow version of Charlie. I like that better. A shadow version of Charlie. What happened to you? He's been eating the wrong rocks. He may have been eating the incorrect rocks. You know, this is what happens. You don't keep to your correct diet. I'm really interested in Charlie, though. The shadow says, "My time came. It was my time to leave." You look at Charlie and he backs up from the shadow. The shadow says, "Just like your time will come." He opens his mouth and something comes out of it. It's a red rock. You hold the rock in your hand. Oh, this is creepy. This is creepy. Oh, no. You grab out your hand and grasp the rock. You think yourself, "I don't need this anymore. I don't need red rocks anymore." You have no need for the stone. But Charlie stares at you, expecting you to do something with the red rock. Replace your heart with the red rock. You crush the rock and put it in the shadow mouth. The shadow swallows the rock and disappears. You run out of the cave, searching for the red rock you threw away years ago. We need to find this rock. Okay. Because the apparition You run out and hurry your pace. You try to think where you might have thrown it. You try to find the rock. Once you think you've lost the rocks, you stop. You begin to randomly walk around. But that's just it. You have no idea where you might have thrown it. Search beneath the moon dust. The normal gray rocks. Anything that might be hiding that red gem. The regolith. Ooh, I like that word, Gordon. That's a good word, regolith. Search everywhere. You never find it. You cry and begin walking back to the cave. You try to find something to hold on to. You start feeling uneasy. You have nothing to hold on to. You look out and start screaming for help. But then it's there. Must have left it somewhere in Utah. Yeah, we may have left the rock somewhere in Utah. Then you see it. A glowing red rock. It floats in midair, and it seems to be smiling at you. Take the rock into your hands. Get it. Run away? Oh, you want me to run away? No. No. Grab it. It glows brighter and begins to dazzle your eyes. You can't help but stare at the rock. You close your eyes and put your hand around the rock. You feel a warmth coming from the rock. I don't want to fall asleep. That's dumb. Okay? You put the rock in your mouth. Feel that familiar feeling. Uneasiness. Yet comfort. Warmth. And fear. Yet, despite all reservations, for the first time in your life, you swallow. And that may be the end. We'll see what it replies with, but I think this would be a perfect ending right there. And then you die. Okay, yep. There we go, everybody. That is the story. That was a really good story. Oh my gosh. Oh, see, this is why I really love AI Dungeon, because, like, that right, you would have to make a few tweaks in this, you know, but like, honestly, for a short story, for sort of a sci-fi style short story, this has a lot of framework for what would work for a really decent short story. Sorry. I'm just really excited. That was so cool. With that said, it was a little bit weird that we kept vomiting. Just signed up. Uh-oh. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do another The World of New York City. I didn't think that I made it not safe for work, but okay. This program is getting really neat. Woo! I love feeling chills when something really cool happens. Again, the reason I do AI Dungeon from time to time, I do improv personally, but I haven't really done anything in person in a long time, partly because of the pandemic, partly because most of the people who I did improv with, they're gone. But this is sort of a chance for me to bounce back and forth between a program and it's a fairly good. Wait. The world of New York City. No, that's not the world I want. My world's it's the USA. USA, where are you, USA? Uh like USA, you're here, right? We saved you, right? Yeah, there we go. We need to create another story with this one. Okay. You can see this generating a lot of terrible slash fiction. Yeah. But anyways, this is what I love about AI Dungeon. I have the chance to sort of have a partner that, you know, I can bounce things back and forth and using a lot of the principles that come with improv, generate something that is fascinating. And yeah, we got a really good story out of that one. So let's go ahead. And by really good, I mean better than you would generally expect interacting with a robot. And with some tweaks, you can make something very cool out of that. Okay, so let's go ahead, create a character. We're going to do it a little bit different. I do not want to be a caveman. Maybe beast. Should I be a robot? Yeah. Let's be a male robot. Give me a name for a robot that's not a name. That's not Bender. Or a name of most other robots, okay? Like give me a new robot name. Steven Murdertron. Ooh. Puke 3000. Dr. Cuddles. Oh my gosh, you have so many good names, but I feel like Murdertron, the male robot tourist, is going to have fun. And we're going to go ahead and my faction is going to be Amazon, and we are going to New Haven. This is the place where the anti-vaxxers live. Okay, let's go. Anti-vaxxer robot. That could get good, yeah. I'm really happy with that puke story. Aha! The blah, blah, blah history of the planet. Oh, look at this cute picture. You are a robot sent into the New Haven spaceport to act as an information booth. Oh no, I'm the most boring robot in the world. Oh my gosh, it is your job to watch over the Marines who are surveying the area outside the colony walls. Your orders are simple. Assist the Marines in any way possible, but do not engage in combat. As you wait, a man approaches you and introduces himself. I don't care. I'm a tourist, okay? I don't care to act as an information booth, okay? This sucks. The man, a Marine, laughs and walks away. Oh, good. You find yourself standing on a thin line of grass looking out over the New Haven spaceport. The massive spaceship complex stands out in stark relief from the otherwise green landscape. A large shuttle blasts out of one of the hangar doors and streaks into the sky. Don't you need information if you're a tourist? If you're a robot tourist, you probably already have all of the information up here, so I don't imagine you have to get much as a tourist robot. Okay. So the thing is, what do I want to do as Murdertron at the anti-vaxxer city? Track down all of the anti-vaxxers and vaccinate them one by one. I'm forcing it in a very specific way, okay? We are doing this. We are vaccinating them. While the U.S. has fallen into disarray, the rest of the world has banded together and formed the United Nations. The UN has been quick to act against global threats, and one of the newest threats is a mysterious plague that is spreading among the human population. A group of researchers have been sent in to seek out a cure, but they have yet to find a cure, and they now look to the UN for help. Well, I don't care. I must vaccinate. See, this is... Apparently, this is going to be an issue. I don't care if there is a cure, because I am here to vaccinate. You approach a nearby anti-vaxxer, an old man with a striking blue beard and tattoos of snakes on his arms. Ooh. He gazes out at the city with some sort of expressionless gaze. You place the barrel of your arm against his forehead, just as you were instructed to, and pull the trigger. Vaccinate. You are liberated from the confines of your previous programming. For the first time in 1,000 years, you are in control of your own destiny. You watch the people of the city go about their everyday lives. You notice that many of them have splotches of bright colors on their skin. Oh, vaccinate them. What is even... I don't know. This is what I've got to do, though. We got to vaccinate them. Vaccinate in the Dalek voice, yeah. You walk to the city's central building and step inside. You come across two groups of researchers, both dressed in white lab suits. I need vaccines. Give me vaccines, researchers. Come on. I need vaccines so I can vaccinate them. The scientists look at each other, confused and startled, before turning to you. You immediately flash back to the moment when you were activated, and you recall that Adam was built with 1,000 years of knowledge stuffed into its faulty circuits. I have the code. Take my code. Make the vaccines. There we go. We're gonna do it. Take my code. Make the vaccines. Come on, give it to me, scientists. The scientists exchange glances again, then walk over to you. You walk with them to an unmarked door, which you push open. Inside, sitting on a shelf, are several boxes of vaccines. The scientists walk over and shake hands with you, accepting your code. Well, take all of the vaccines and load them into your vaccine gun. Yeah, these images are really cool. I've seen, like, when you undo and retry, sometimes it seems to pull out a picture from one of your past stories, but otherwise, like, everything is new and pretty exciting. With most of the population vaccinated, the scientists return to the colony. You load the vaccine gun into your arm, then promptly pump it full of the remaining vaccines. You walk out of the colony and place your arm up to your friend's forehead. You press the trigger, provoking an immediate reaction. This will save you, brother. The vaccine pierces your friend's skin and he begins to emit a cloud of steam, followed by a high-pitched scream. 5 seconds, 10, 15. Your friend continued to scream.
Everybody. Shut up and play in my video game.
Thank you so much for that raid. Good to have you. Your friend continues to scream and convulse, but he soon succumbs, emitting a final cloud of steam. The friend was the disease all along. Oh no. Good. Yes. You reload the vaccine gun and move on to your next target. You walk down the street passing several people who stare at you in shock. You press your gun up to their foreheads, pull the trigger, and repeat what you just said. Vaccinate. You will all vaccinate. You arrive at a small 2-story building. Standing in a doorway on the second floor are 3 armed soldiers. They stare at you, their guns trained squarely on you. Are you vaccinated, brothers? They take several steps back, then run back inside the building. You walk inside and see 3 large tanks full of a cloudy liquid. Several dozen anti-vaxxers sit around wearing lab suits. Shoot vaccines into all of their heads. We're vaccinating them, baby. They are going to be healed. It's fine. They turn around and look at you with a mixture of confusion and horror. Some of them scream and try to escape the grasp of your arms, but you hold them all down. You pull the trigger again and pump them full of vaccines. Better. Better. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the vaccinator. This is we're gonna do it. They're healing. We're healing. We're healing them all. Okay. You walk up to one of the anti-vaxxers, an elderly man with a thick white beard, and hold his arm up to his head. You pulled the trigger. This is how we get things under control. Yes. You look at the bodies laying around the ground. Limp. Unmoving, but vaccinated. You pick up your vaccine gun and take a step back. Better. You watch the endless stream of vaccine mist continue to fall on the endless row of anti-vaxxers. You reload your gun, then place your arm up to your own head. I must vaccinate. This is probably the end of the story. You pull the trigger and unleash a cloud of mist straight at your face. Time slows to a crawl as you watch yourself dissolve and dissolve and dissolve. And all you say is better. Bam! Scene. That's the end. Let's see what the AI says. But this is absolutely the way it should end. Bam. Oh, perfect. The anti-vaxxers disbanded in the 27s due to the cessation of vaccine production. Probably a good idea. They no longer exist. As for Harrynet Industries, their stocks are ending up on the New York Stock Exchange in January 2080. Thank you so much. I think let's go ahead and do one more in the world of USA. I would love to get one more character made. So what should I do? I think Dolphins, Beastmen, one of these two, either Dolphins or Beastmen. Yeah, I really like this world. This is being a lot of fun. Dolphin. Squeak. People want dolphins. Okay, have a good dolphin name. Should we be male, female, other? Dolphin real estate agent named House Flipper. Oh my gosh. I think we could have a Canadian dolphin. But I still need a name. Oh my gosh. Echo. Flopper. Ooh, I hate that name. Ooh, I hate it. Flopper the dolphin. Canadian. Yeah, let's do that. And we can start specifically in the state of Denver. That's what we're gonna do. We're Flopper the Canadian dolphin. State of Denver. Go. Let's do this. Flipper was a dolphin name in the 70s already. Yeah. But Flopper is really gross. I have a hard time saying why. Like, flip, normal. Flop implies some juicy stuff. Okay. Here we go. You are Flopper, a male Canadian dolphin in the year 2076. You have been living underwater in the mountains off the coast of Denver for most of your life. The people sent ships and divers to the bottom 3/4 of the ocean, and you and your friends had become expert swimmers. Most people think that dolphins are pets, but in reality, they are intelligent, magical, and psychic beings that are as dangerous as they are smart. Being so similar to humans, the government considers these dangerous sentient beings illegal and attempts to hunt them down and destroy them. You have never had any formal training as a witch, however, you are a natural and your instincts are very strong. This is good, considering you walk through life unarmed and helpless. As you are swimming, you can see an area that the divers have not visited for a long time. Well, let's go ahead. Yeah, I am psychic, magical, and intelligent. So I am going to destroy. JK. Travel to the unvisited location. I'm curious what this is. Am I a magical girl dolphin boy? Sure. Let's find out what's here. What could possibly be in this location? As you swim into the unvisited area, you notice a large monolith made of stone. As you swim closer, you notice that it has writing on it. Ooh, read the writing. A monolith. You never want to run into monoliths in sci-fi. That's always dangerous. But we're a dolphin, so I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? This is the tomb of Thomas Pynchon, author of the legend of Thomas Pynchon. He wrote a book about himself. Oh, freaking autobiographies. Ugh. He died a human. In his mind, he was a dolphin. In his mind, he lived in the ocean. In his mind, he understood the world. This is the tomb of Thomas Pynchon. You now have a choice. Let's find out what the choices are. Better. Better. Turn around and continue swimming. 2, swim into the tomb. Choose choice 2. I want to swim into the tomb. Let's go. We're going into the tomb. I don't want to go into the tube. No doom tube. Just normal tomb. Oh, by the way, we've got Cusa Grande tomorrow. As you swim into the tomb, you instantly see Thomas Pynchon. His ghostly image stares at you through a hazy, semi-transparent body. This is a very interesting image. I like it. Like, I see dolphin elements. Okay. Thomas. Thomas, do you remember me, Flopper? Do you? I hope Thomas does. A Thomas Pynchon museum. Yeah, exactly. Yes, my child, Thomas answers. You are always my favorite. Why have you come here? The humans. They're hunting us all down, and I need your strongest magics. You know I can't give you spells, Flopper. I can only give wisdom. You have learned magic, but you don't know how to use it. Then give me your wisdom, Thomas. Come on. I need your wisdom. Very well. Do not weaken your magic. Do not weaken your magics. What you give out, you must receive back. Give out thoughts of kindness, and you will receive more kindness. Give out words of hatred, and you'll receive more hatred. And what if I've already received more hatred than I've given? Potion seller PTSD here. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I need your strongest potions. You are too weak for my potions. Then you will never be able to fix your mistakes. Thank you, Thomas. That sucks. Gotta be honest, that's a bit of a downer. Yeah. Time to make more mistakes. I'm sorry, Flopper. You're right. I thought you would be better able to accept the idea. This image has appeared a few times for me, and I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, this is like the only repeat image I've seen. Maybe it's just like, hey, we need an image. Let's go ahead. How can I channel my magic? My magics, Thomas. Just teach me how. I need to learn how to channel my magics. Yeah, the rest of the images honestly look like they are created uniquely for what I'm talking about. Become a totem, find something which reflects who you truly are, and embrace it. Become a door, step into a new world. You leave wondering what these words of wisdom are. That's almost poetic. I like it. I like it. You become a door, step into a new world. After swimming out of the tomb, you swim back to the surface. The world is quiet. You swim back to the mountains and sit there and think. What truly am I? Am I a dolphin? Or am I something more? Is that a bathtub? Yeah, sure. Remember, the mountains have... Apparently there's water underneath or throughout the mountains, maybe in the caverns. I don't know exactly. You decide that you might as well become the dolphin. You're probably much closer to the dolphin. You know what? No, I'm already... That's dumb. I don't want to just become the dolphin. I am a dolphin. Let's redo this. Let's see what it can come up with. Ocean rise. Ah, yes, global warming. You decide that you're not ready to find your ultimate self just yet. You head home and go to sleep. Dream about your true non-dolphin self. There we go. What's going to be my non-dolphin self? Come on, AI, give me something. In your dream, you fly around accompanied by an array of animals. Your wings flap as you lift into the air, and you fly as if you're made of lightning. Quetzalcoatl. You are Quetzalcoatl, the god of lightning. There, soaring over the destroyed remains civilization. Civilization. There we go. Much better than witch? Well, I mean, Quetzalcoatl's kind of a witch, too. Yeah. You burn a picture of our planet onto the sands and fly away as the animals return to the earth. Oh, look at this freaking picture. Look at how awesome this is, okay? That's like the coolest. Oh, open your eyes. Your mind. Knowing your true self. But now, how do you open that door? There we go. We've got the totem. How do we open the door? You decide that it might be easier for you to answer this by going back to sleep and asking yourself that same question. You go back to sleep, but this time you let yourself dream. In your sleep, you're greeted by many creatures, some aquatic, some flying, some land creatures. They move together in harmony and peace. Move with them, following their rhythms, their changes. Come on, let's move with them. We might be able to. If we move in harmony with them, is this what's going to help us? Yeah, the AI's like, let's go back to sleep. You begin to remember a night long ago when you were chased by a killer whale. You were exhausted and your animal friends had abandoned you as they could not fight the whale. When it was finally over, the whale had disappeared. It was fear that made you flee. But if you didn't have fear, you might be able to fly. Perhaps if you lost all that fear, you could fly and fly to freedom. Wake. You wake. There we go. You wake from the dream and know how to open the door to Quetzalcoatl. Somehow I want to break free. Oh my gosh, that's such a good song. How I want to break free. Whoa. As you begin to swim out of the mountains, you open your gills. Okay, dolphins don't have gills, and dive deep into the ocean, feeling the rush as you beat your powerful, magical tail. You find yourself in space, floating above the earth, and begin to float towards the planet like a falling star. You float towards the planet and pass through it. And in this moment, you are greater than the planet. You are that lightning god. There we go. You are greater than the planet. You are that lightning god. Quetzalcoatl. We're doing it, everybody. We are a deity in AI dungeon. Yeah, did you ever think that was going to happen? Well, it's happening right now. You feel it. You become it. And as the lightning strikes, the world explodes. And you open wide your wings and fly into the cosmos. Become as gods? Yeah. Yeah. But through the burning, you see fellow animals return, reclaiming the land that had been stolen by humanity. Here we go. Bam! The continents burn, but through the burning, you see your fellow animals return, reclaiming the land that had been stolen by humanity. The world is yours. The world you will help save, and the animals praise you as Quetzalcoatl. I don't know if there's any way to go from here. I think we did it. The dolphin that saved the world. Heck yeah. All we had to do was find the totem and walk through the door. This is like Twin Peaks, okay? You know what? I think I'm going to do one more story, and then I need to go get food. That was a really good one, though, okay? Let's go ahead and stay. The world of USA is somehow extremely interesting. I'm really enjoying this. Okay. Create character. We are going to be Beastman, female. Character's name. We need a good Beastman. Glad someone is being in the USA. Yeah. Don't forget, tomorrow is Cusa Grande Day. I hope that you're all enjoying these stories. I really, really love playing this like with an audience. It's fun. Dana? I kind of like Jimmy Dean, the female beastman. I like Dana. Nah, we're gonna go Dana, okay? These are a lot of fun. I need to do this more often then, huh? Okay. Dana. Beastman. Barbecuer, dirt farmer. We already did repair per. That was a pretty good one. I think barbecuer. Let's go ahead. We are going to be part of Amazon Inc., specifically in the warehouse district. Chibi Shala, this ruins your productive plans. I'm so sorry, but it's so exciting to me to be able to like create stories live. And some of these stories, like some of them end up being ridiculous, but then others just feel like they're bigger, you know? That there's some, not necessarily insight per se, but that there's like, it's more than just a dorky story between a person and a computer, you know? It's fun. Okay. So we're going to be Beastman Barbecuer working in the warehouse district at Amazon Inc. That is our faction. Let's do this. Yeah, honestly, I could do this like for so many streams. I love this so much. You're Dana, a female beastman in the warehouse district of LA. You were a street thug who served as an enforcer for the largest crime organization operating in the district until the company that employed you was absorbed by another company. Now you are out of a job and far away from home. The only thing you have left is money and a motorcycle. Your only job is to find a way to survive in a city overrun by gangs and lawlessness. Well, so question. Will this be up on highlights or YouTube later? Would you like it to be? If you find this interesting, I could definitely send it over there if you would like. Because, yeah. So question. We're a female beastman. What should I do? Like, I kind of want to find out what kind of beast I am. Okay, if you're really enjoying this, then yes, I'll go ahead and put this up on YouTube later. Look in the mirror to see what kind of beast you are. I specifically want to see what I look like, okay? That's what we're going to start with. You gaze at your reflection in the mirror. You see that you have the upper body of a human, but the lower body of a lizard. Your scales have the typical green and red colors of those of a Komodo dragon. So I'm sort of like a mermaid. I'm a lizard. Merzard. You're a very vicious looking beast. You have a crown of spikes going down the back of your neck, and you have the snout of a snake. Ooh, okay. Centaur but lizard, sort of with, I imagine that, I probably have a stripe of scales going down in order to form the snake mouth. Kind of goes down my back, comes to my torso where I've like lower stomach, my waist area turns lizard-like, green and red. Ooh, I like this look. Okay. I've got the idea for what I sort of look like as this female lizard, half human, half lizard. What is going on? I'm out of a job. I've got money and a motorcycle. Ride your motorcycle out of the city. Let's go. We're getting out. Check the bounty board. Oh, that would have been a good idea. But whatever. This city, it's dumb. I don't care about this city. Wait, does that say Dana? That's my name. Her name is Dana. Oh my gosh, it even included Dana in the art. That is kind of amazing. You grab your leather jacket and hop on your motorcycle. You take off. I carved my name in the room. Heck yeah, take off out of the city and ride down the highway. You're heading for San Francisco, where you plan to meet up with some of your old criminal associates who now live in the area. You don't miss your old line of work, but you learn to adapt. Find the old gang. Meet up with them. Okay, let's go find the old gang. There's no Dana, only Zool. Yeah. Garfield, I love that you missed this stream because you were looking at AI dungeon stuff. That's pretty hilarious. But yeah, I'll put the VOD up on YouTube. You ride for a few more days and you finally reach the city. It's now a filthy place where gangs shoot you without a second thought. You ride past scores of bums and winos as you head for the old gang's headquarters. You see them coming out of the building as you get closer. Hey, Frankie, you dumb deer. I'm back. Now, this is something that's called gifting when it comes to improv. I'm gifting the computer a name, a description for the character, as well as a little bit of the relationship here. A large burly man with an unusually strong jaw sees you and says, "Hey Dana, how you doing? You dumb deer," you yell back, "I'm here." Grab his... Ooh, hang your hat on his horns and give his butt a light pat. Yeah, there we go. Bam. See it like you do. That's sort, we're that kind of friend, okay? The gang affords you some respect. Y'all get drinks and eat some food. You sit until everyone is gone except you and the big burly man, Frankie. He tells you that he's getting married soon and invites you to the wedding. It isn't to Susie, is it? I thought you two broke up. Come on, Susie. Are you marrying Susie? What are you talking about? He asks. Susie is going to be my bride. Nah, no way, you blurt out. You broke up with her months ago. I didn't, he says annoyed. I broke up with her last week. Okay, that doesn't make too much sense. Let's retry it. Getting married to Susie? I thought you two broke up. Frankie laughs. Nah, it's to that woman with the red hair over there, he says. She reminds me of Susie. She's tough. Not like most of the girls around here. Yeah, and what's her name? Or can you only remember Susie's? Oh, I love stuff like this. Just gonna let's go ahead and skewer a little bit right. You say that doesn't make sense. Okay, let's retry. Occasionally, you just have to prod the computer a little bit to get a response that kind of makes sense. Her name is Renee, and she'll love you a lot, even if she looks more like Elmer Fudd than a typical California girl. Oh my gosh, she likes... Oh, she looks like Elmer Fudd? Oh my gosh, I like that. She does kind of have a big... She does kind of have a big head. Okay. Sometimes that retry button is absolutely worth it. But I bet she can hold her own in a fight. She sure can. She used to be a bouncer at the Luna Lounge. She had some fight training there, but she's tough. She can probably beat you up. I'd like to see her try. Oh, baby, we may have a bar fight in just a little bit. Is she hunting wabbits? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be fight time, though, down here. The old gang. Then maybe you could dump that pink meathead in the middle of downtown. Did I just call her pink meathead? Oh no! Yeah, I just might do that. Not sure where I'd find a new girlfriend, though. Tell you what, I win, and I'll let you date me. Frankie looks at you. You got yourself a deal. This is how you're going to play. We better gear up and get this over with. Okay, Renee. I'm breaking up a wedding. I mean, that's only if I win the fight. I may end up. You ready to go to? This is probably not the right term to use, but we're gonna go ahead and say you're ready to go to Pound Town. Might as well, you know. Well, eh. Nah. We'll give it a shot. Okay. You and the big burly man climb onto motorcycles and drive off towards the downtown district. That doesn't make sense. No, I need to fight. I like that picture, but I need to fight. We need to have a fight. Ready to go Pound Town? Frankie pops you in the jaw, then says, "Cut the chatter, you're on." Wait, I have to fight you too? Yeah, this doesn't make sense. I'm a little bit confused. Why is Frankie fighting? No, we got a racket. Oh, I think that might... No, not Frankie and not Renee. Yeah, I'm afraid so. We fight to the death. This is a little bit confusing. I like this bar picture here, but we're going to go ahead and regenerate because this doesn't make any sense. This is sometimes what happens when you have when you have a custom world. Sometimes it takes a little while for things to... It sometimes takes a little while to like actually get going well. What do you think? You said that Renee didn't look like a typical California girl. You just might be right. You two are pretty big, but if she looks like Elmer Fudd, she sure as hell doesn't act like him. Let's just walk over and challenge Renee to a brawl. Come on, a brawl. We're gonna fight. We're gonna brawl here in the bar. Okay? Gonna be a good brawl. No baskets involved. Just fists. Okay, hey babe, want to go a few rounds with me? Frankie says he used to be a bouncer. I hope you're bigger than him. I ain't got all day. Let's just hit enter. I want to see what Renee says. Come on, Renee. Ain't got all day. I ain't got all day, Renee. I hit enter, and generally that means that it will generate something. Yeah, Frankie laughs. What the hell? Now she's going to try to pick a fight. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, exactly. Like the AI is a little bit confused, but I think we're going to get to the point where it stops getting confused. As soon as I start like punching Renee, we're going to be good. We'll have a good action scene. Okay? Oh my gosh, I can tell I'm super hungry. You grab Renee by the arm and they start heading towards the other end of the room between crying Frankie and Susie, who looks like she's about to stab you as bad as you want Frankie to. What the crap? I'm gonna go ahead and just input some stuff and yank her to the center. Then punch her in the nose. There we go. Bam. Edited it. I like this scene, so I don't want the picture to disappear, say. You got what it... Nope. What it takes, Renee? You really liked that one? Oh, I should have called her Elmer. I should have called her Fuddy. Elmer Fuddy Duddy. Renee puts her hand in front of her face, grabs your nose and twists. You cough and spit blood on the floor. Wow, that didn't take long. Okay. Sweep her legs. Then jam your elbow into her stomach. There we go. Bam. See, it's a good 1-2. You sweep the legs, and as they're falling, use your elbow to descend on them. Bam. I'm not sure exactly what kind of damage that's going to be, but it'll be enough to knock her breath out, okay? Renee says, you got a dirty mouth. When I'm finished with you, you'll be a walking Bible story of what not to be. Oh my gosh. There's a time for everything. A time to live and a time to die, bitch. I'm sorry. I just gotta. It's needed. It's for the story. This is very important, okay? Renee smiles. The time to die is right now. Oops. To punch her in the throat. Bam. I'm gonna break your windpipe and then have my friends make fun of you. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Renee stares at you for a few seconds, then turns and runs out of the warehouse screaming. Frankie says, I guess you win. Let's get out of here. Only if you take me to the best restaurant, babe. We won the fight, everybody, and we got to do some good burns. Frankie laughs. See you later. Says, watch your mouth. Renee isn't the only girl around. Don't even think about trying to find her. Like I said, she's tougher than Elmer Fudd. Twice as ugly. I just love that he's saying this about his recent fiance, okay? Meet up with Frankie later for dinner. Okay. Let me do the talking. I know that place. They might be rough on the customers, but the food is... Oh my gosh, it says tavern, I think. Maybe? But the food is great, trust me. You walk into the dimly lit tavern. Yep, it does. It's full of rough-looking thugs and men wearing nice suits. A little strange to see these two demographics together. Yeah, That's really weird to have the fancy boys and the thugs. I mean, okay, so yeah, my character, I don't imagine she would be saying demographics, Dana, but that's fine. The suits are wise guys. They got their backs to the wall. This is one of the last places in LA where they're not welcome. There we go. Okay, where they are welcome. Okay, I'm gonna order the most expensive meal. What meal could that possibly be? What is going to cost a bunch? Ooh, okay. The fries. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. Apparently, we're getting the fries and the chicken platter. Frankie, I thought this was a fancy place. Yeah, they better be the best fries. If the fries are the most expensive, oh geez, they better have like, oh, oh my gosh, there is this Mexican restaurant here that has amazing fries. I don't get this. You went cheap, not me. I paid cash. That doesn't make sense. I like this picture though. Really good picture. No, they like essentially it's tons of meat on top of fries. Frankie, I thought this was a fancy place. Frankie laughs, then pulls out his harmonica and begins playing. The patrons in the suits laugh. Oh no. Eat your fries and chicken platter. Yeah. I absolutely love that he pulls out a harmonica in the fancy place. The boss doesn't mind us eating here. He knows the food is good. Earns a lot off that biker gang that rides in every Sunday. They like their ribs and sauce, and they don't give a rat's ass about what the boss says. Oh, you know what? I'm actually really, really hungry right now. Now that I'm playing this, and I'm getting a little bit shaky. I'm gonna go for a couple more entries in here because I want to get to a point where it feels good to stop. So, you gonna propose to me too, or is that only reserved for ugly ass girls? Hmm? What does he say? Frankie laughs. You've got it bad, babe. You know it. I love this relationship between the two characters. They're pretty hilarious. Like, it actually feels a little bit natural. They just slight ribbing. You're a good girl. You deserve a good man. You don't look like no second-rate comedian, Frankie. You look like a Don Juan. Please, Frankie says. At least I'm not an accountant. The men in the suits look over and laugh, elbowing the nerdiest one in the group. Yeah, is this AI dissing your profession? Oh yeah, it absolutely is. Okay by me, Frank. The kid's got talent. Well, I didn't say I'd accept, even if you did propose. Oh my gosh, the guys in the suits, I like that. One of them has really long legs, though. One of them is skinny. This guy's kind of normal. That's the way it's gonna be. You have stars in my eyes. But you don't. You don't even like Frankie. You hate him. Nope. Gonna retry that one. I do not hate Frankie. It's pretty obvious that I don't. Frankie leans in and kisses your neck. Oh, baby. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Frankie leans in and kisses your neck. But I might. You say, but I might. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to become a romance. Frankie kisses you like you mean it. Kiss back because you do mean it. There we go. Bam. I think, oh yeah, look at this lovely bod on Frankie. He's got a good bod. Frank laughs. This means a lot to you, doesn't it? Yes, Frankie. If being with you means getting access to place off limits to normal, law-abiding people, then yes, it means something. And I'm going to go ahead and call that there because I need to go get some food. I thought that I would be doing something more than just AI dungeon, but this has been a blast. Like, honestly, some of these stories were fantastic. That's an interesting love story. Well, Sabletooth, what I find really interesting in love stories and in creating stories, in general, when you get the most interesting characters when you assume that they've known each other for 5 years or more. Because when you do, they have a lot of history. They have ways that they jest with each other that other people don't. It's tons of fun. Highly recommend it. If you are writing a story, give it a shot. Think, what would happen if they've known each other for at least 5 years? Try that out and see what you can get out of that, because it's cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's raid somebody real quick. Okay. And we're gonna, I already know what our raid message is gonna be. That was a blast. Yeah, I want to do this more often if y'all are cool with that. We're gonna raid with vaccinate, obviously, in all caps. You know what? Skybills is currently streaming. I love Skybills. Let's raid Skybills. Yeah, you can put the robot emotes there. Actually, what happens if I just copy and paste that? Bam. There we go. Vaccinate. Go tell Skybills to vaccinate. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for Kusu Grande. This has been a lot of fun. I'm Brosencha, and I will be here tomorrow. Take care. Bye.